You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me enormous pleasure. I mean, pleasure like you just never known. Right now on the radio, right here on iLive UK, we have the one and only Rina Chanel. Welcome to iLive UK.
Thank you so much.
Right, let's start with the top of this, okay? What's the weather like for you where you are? What is it like?
It's 80 degrees, if you can believe that, in October.
80 degrees. Now, anybody that's in the UK right now, we're jealous of that, okay? Because, listen, UK is a beautiful place to be. We've got lots to see, lots to do, like no other place in the world. However, our weather, you know, what can I say? I wish I had what you had today. Simple as that.
Well, hopefully, cool. I'm sending you some sunshine. So
please do that. Okay, so you know how we do it here on iLive UK. It's just two old friends just talking and just getting to know each other, and more importantly, getting to know you, letting the listeners know who you are and about your music. So, Rina, first of all, let the listeners know you are from Virginia, US of A. Is that correct? Virginia Beach? Is that precise or?
Yes, I'm a Virginia Beach native, but I'm in Virginia now.
Okay, you are in Virginia now.
Yes, I'm actually in the northern Virginia. I don't know if you know where Washington D.C. area.
I've heard of Washington D.C. I know a few people in Washington D.C. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually outside of Washington D.C.
Okay, all right. I've spoken to quite a few independent artists out there. That's a melting pot of artists, independent artists out there. You lot got some pipes and some creativity out there right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very interesting. On lots of creativity, lots of point of views, which makes it all exciting and keeps things fun. So
hey, love it. Okay, so people, listen to this. Okay, out of Virginia, USA, singer-songwriter, independent artist who's also a member of the American Society of Composers, Authors and Publishers. You know, for those that are in the industry, we call it ASCAP, okay? All right. So, I mean, that's significant because it's all about independent artists getting paid for the work that they do, okay? So I do need to put that point on it, that any music that gets played on the radio, Rina gets some kind of royalties. Not big, but she gets royalties still all the same, yeah? Okay, so every little bit helps and every little bit counts, all right? So it's all about supporting the independent artists. Let me say that from the go. She started off her career with Tracy Hamlin, is that correct?
Yes.
Your professional career, I should say.
Yes, actually, even a little bit before that, my training, I used to take voice lessons with Tracy Hamlin.
Right.
And, she took me under her wing and taught me invaluable skills and all kinds of things that I even use in my training, and just how I present myself and how I present, my art to the world. So that was an amazing experience. I even got to sing on a couple of background gigs for her, and I learned so much. I just was kind of fun.
If there's anybody to learn from, there's so many people you can pick, but Tracy Hamlin is one of those that is well known, very well sought after, has a multitude of range that she can reach. She's worked with a load of different artists. So if there's someone to learn from, that's a pretty good person to, be kind of a role model within this kind of industry, I would say.
Yes, definitely, and especially as another female artist, she was able to really just kind of give me some great insight on,
the do's and the don'ts.
The do's and the don'ts, yes. So just very professional, and just I've learned so much from Tracy Hamlin.
Okay, give me a little bit of background. All right, so I know you just haven't come around. You've been singing for many years. I'm going to ask you this question. Why has the majority, because I've heard of you from a long time, but why has the majority of people not heard of you until kind of like now? Do you think you can answer that?
Yeah, I can answer that. I originally started on a different path. It was in music, but I was studying to be a classically trained opera singer.
Aha.
So that was the path. And I was studying for many years, and I even went to Radford University in Virginia on a voice scholarship.
Okay.
That was my path. I had done that for a while and even came to Washington, D.C. and sung at a couple of opera houses. And that was kind of where I thought that I was going to present my gift and do that as my career. But then, I decided to make the shift a little bit before I had met Tracy and actually sought her out as a voice teacher.
Okay.
I came to know her first.
Right.
But yeah, I wanted to sing other styles of music, and I felt like I had a good enough training to where I could put that to good use and really dig into more R&B and soulful music. So, I really was excited about that prospect, and, Tracy Hamlin helped me with that transition.
Okay. So to me, listening to your music, I feel it cuts across and I think I've heard you say this as well, classic R&B, the jazz fused with your contemporary R&B, let's say. That's the fusion, and I hear that comes straight through on the music that you've delivered. Great. But what I really want to know is, has that always been there from the core? Like, what I'm trying to say is there anything within your family life or anything, anybody that used to sing, what you used to listen to when your parents used to play? What was that influence that made you come around to, let's say, because you could have gone and done rock. You could have, you could have just stuck with classic soul. But, you've got the jazz element and all that. Where did that come from?
Well, actually, definitely from my family, just listening to music at home. We would always listen to Anita Baker and Sade. Those were major influences for me, and even in awe of their talent and just the way they present themselves. And I just always wanted to be an artist perceived in that way.
Right.
Have a solid reputation that could deliver vocally, and to have, presence, and to be, a really sophisticated performer, I guess you can say. But the jazz element came early, like when I was a little girl in high school, and actually even middle school, I was in jazz choir. So I was always singing and scatting and doing that first. So that kind of was, my first introduction and love to music. I fell in love with jazz and just being able to do improvisation, and it was just so much fun.
Are there any jazz influences, like musicians or artists that you really look up to? And people that used to mimic you? I'm sure you had your hairbrush in the I'm sure you done that. We all done it. Come on, man.
Of course.
Yeah. So who did you look up to?
Probably the key person, I would say, Natalie Cole.
Okay. All right.
I loved Natalie Cole. I mean, she had these velvety vocals, and just, of course, because of who her father is, and it's the way that she, the presence, stage presence, and just the way that she could just maneuver her voice so smooth and silky. It just fell in love with that aspect. I'm like, wow.
There's one other person that you forgot, though.
Is there another person?
Yeah. You should have mentioned Ella.
You didn't give me a chance. I was going to mention my top.
I know you was.
Of course, Ella Fitzgerald. Yes.
Great Ella.
Just amazing talent and style and grace and just that whole vibe. I just really love that. And that's, and it's funny that you said you could hear these kind of bits and pieces from my music, because that's amazing. That's what I want. So I'm glad you can hear that.
100%. So let's talk about let's say the first track that you came about with, courtesy of Raymond Barton off of his 2017 album, If Only for Love, and that the track was called Don't Give Up on Love.
Yes,
I got that right. Okay, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Tell us how that
was my
I've got to get it right. Tell us how that came about. Give us the history, how you met Raymond, and you know, what was the inspiration behind this track and getting it put down.
So Tracy Hamlin was kind enough to make the introduction to Raymond.
Okay.
And she mentioned that I would be a good fit for that song. He was looking for a singer, and she made the introduction, and it just was a great fit. You know, I heard the song and I loved it, and you know, me and Raymond worked really well, and he loved my vocals on it. So it was a great situation. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about, you know, that was my first singing commercially and singing in the studio and doing the background vocals and that whole experience. So that was amazing.
Okay. Does Raymond have any influence on your most recent 2 singles that you've released?
No. I work with my current producer, Benny Pierce.
Benny Pierce, okay.
Yeah, Benny Pierce, out of Annandale, Virginia, actually. Yes, so he has produced my latest 2 singles.
Big up Benny.
Yes, big up Benny, and courtesy of Philly Bop Productions, absolutely.
Philly Bop Productions. People, do not forget this name, okay? In a matter of fact, open up another tab. I'm going to give you some series of links to go and check while you're listening and watching this, okay? So, Philly Bop Productions is one. Open up that tab and check that out. All right? Cool. All right. So, we move on. With the track that you released in 2020, the beginning of 2020, Worthy. This track... Now, when I first listened to it, I was like, this ain't for me. This is for the women. However, after listening to it several times, I was like, well, I can actually take something from this, because what she's talking about is, you know, in the times that we're in right now, which is poignant, she's talking about the women, you know, who are made to be felt worthless, but you know, you are worthy of something. Be proud of who you are and all the rest that goes with it. What I got from it was like, show me some respect, because I am who I am, and I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, and I'm worth something. So that's what I got from it. That's
awesome.
What was the message? What was the message?
Well, my initial message when I was writing that was immediately of writing to women initially, kind of giving them, you know, just encouraging them and letting them know that, number one, you are worthy of respect. So of love, and you are a queen, and you should treat yourself and own that. You don't need to wait for a person or a situation to define your worth. So, gentlemen, are you listening to this? Are you listening to this? Remember, you came from your mother. Yeah, all women are queens. They deserve the respect, and they are worthy. Yes.
You heard it from Rina Chanel.
Yes, and like you said, we are all worthy, men and women. So
indeed,
we all deserve respect. Period. And I think that is the theme that, like you said, like other men have identified with the song, and even have reached out to me and told me that song meant a lot to them, and then they also shared it with maybe the women in their life or their daughter, just to reaffirm that yes, you are worthy, and I want you to feel good and about being who you are, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not worthy. You come into a situation and you own that you are worthy.
Woo! You heard it, Rina Chanel, right here in conversation with me, Jarzino, on iLive UK. Listen, where have you been? You've just got in? Don't move it. We're going to jump in this track right now. Worthy. Released 2020, the beginning of 2020. It's everywhere right now on all those major platforms and those not so major platforms. It's everywhere. We're going to take a listen, open up some tabs, go and buy this right now. Worthy. Rina Chanel. Check it out.
At the start of this love affair, always dinner by candlelight, seen right out of a fairy tale. But that was before all of the lies. You played a dangerous game with my heart, told me all the things I wanted to hear. It nearly tore me all apart. All the tears that I cried, now I know why. Gotta find somebody worthy, somebody who deserves me a love I've waited all my life. Don't want you to fake it, 'cause baby I can take it. I need the rare and lasting kind, because I'm worthy, so worthy. I'm worthy, and I deserve the best. I'm worthy.
Hey y'all, this is Rina Chanel, and right now you're listening to some of the best independent soul music from around the world with DJ Jarzino.
Thinking back how it used to be, you would always treat me right, and now it's like you don't even care. No more quality time, we just fuss and fight. I used to be your everything, told me I was more than enough. I'm taking back my sanity. I made up my mind, leaving this soul behind. I gotta find somebody worthy, somebody who deserves me a love I've waited all of my life. Don't want you to fake it, 'cause baby I can take it. I need the rare and lasting kind, because I'm worthy, so worthy. I'm worthy, and I deserve the best. I'm worthy, so worthy. I gotta be the one you need, and won't accept nothing less, yeah. So worthy. Gotta find somebody worthy, somebody who deserves me a love I've waited all of my life. Yeah, don't want you to fake it, 'cause baby I can take it. I need the rare and lasting kind, baby.
What's up, people? This is Rina Chanel, and I've just stopped by to pick up DJ Jarzino, who always supports independent artists and their music.
Something in your heart has changed. I want and I deserve where do we go from here? I used to be the one you need, more precious than a diamond. I'm worthy and I deserve all rest, 'cause baby I'm worthy, and I deserve the best, and I deserve the best.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, track called Worthy. Have you copped it yet? Have you picked it up? Why not? Oh, you have? Good. So let the people know, Rina. Give them some of your handles from now so they can go and follow you. We want to get that in early. We don't want to leave it to the end. Where can they follow you? Where can they get some more information about yourself?
Absolutely. You can get more information about me and my background at phillybopmusic.com.
Spell that for us.
Oh, sure. It's phillybopmusic.com.
There you go.
And then my social media handles, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Rina, RINACHANEL music. And I'm also on Twitter at the Rina Chanel.
Yeah, it's important that not just Rina Chanel,
Yeah, you won't find me.
Right, you won't find you won't find her. The Rina Chanel. Got it.
Yes, on Twitter, yes.
Awesome. Okay, I want to delve back a little bit. I've done my research on you. You know, Rina Chanel, Taxman. Thank you very much for introducing me to this lovely lady. And I've done my research and I said, let me really find out about this lady. Tell me a little bit about the groove factor. Yeah, tell me about the groove factor. Because right now, in these times where we're locked down because of COVID-19 pandemic, you guys are a band who are always gigging. You can't do this so much now. Tell me about the groove factor.
Yes, the Groove Factor DC is a band that I sing with, and they are out of Centerville in Virginia. So at the moment, of course, we're not gigging as much. We're trying to figure out some things, just like I'm sure a lot of other bands and stations are. But it's a band that I sing with, and we sing, we have fun singing all the hits from the 70s all the way up to now. And, everything from Tina Marie to Luther Vandross to, Anita Baker to Sade. So, we have a lot of fun. And I love the band experience because I love performing. I love getting out in front of people. I'm a people person. So I type to come up to you with the microphone in the crowd and sing to you.
I actually saw that on some of the YouTube bits that you've got out there, and I was like, yeah, they're actually going. Do they know what they're going up to the crowd, and the crowd are like loving it. They're all participating, and that's great, man. That's great. I love to see people with that energy and just including their fan base. Fantastic. Who are the members? Who are the other members?
We have a couple of members. Let's see. Josh Fertel is on keys. I believe on drums we have Eric. On bass guitar we have. Actually, we're in between bass players.
Okay.
We have another guitarist, Ron. Ron's on guitar. And then we have our Ricky Beavers, who is our lead male voice. So we have a ton of fun kind of playing off each other's energy. So I like that. I like to have people that I can kind of play off their energy because, I want to make it as fun as it can be.
That's right.
Experience, I like to make it an experience.
Yeah. So. Most definitely. So, as we said, in this time right now, we're going through COVID-19, the pandemic, and a lot of artists around the world are struggling because a lot of them do rely on gigging, and I know you guys are part of that. So it's got to be difficult. I would say to all our listeners watching and listening out there, keep supporting. These guys will come back. COVID-19 is not going to be here forever. And if it is here forever, we are going to adjust to it where we are still able to be the people that we are, i.e. musicians, artists, and so on and so forth. So, it's very important that you still support them. Go and buy the material, and do whatever you can, even if we've got to do it in confinements of 6 people. 6 people is better than no people. You understand? Do what you can to support the artists. 100%.
We appreciate it.
No, for real, man. It's got to be said. So, you know, with us being in this lockdown, how have you used the time that you've had? Obviously, I know you've got a new track out. So in one sense, I know you've been doing that. But I mean, in general, how have you used that time to be productive?
For me, I've just kind of, you know, because of course we can't go anywhere and kind of live in the same way like we used to, I've kind of taken that time to write more.
Right.
So to try to dig in and to really challenge myself with writing future songs for future projects and material. I also got to wrap up, I believe it was last weekend or a couple of weekends ago, 2 weekends ago, my first music video. Yes, I have a music video on the way.
To which track?
For Made.
Yo. So hold on a minute. Maybe I'm missing something. Have you done a video for Worthy?
I did not do a video for Worthy. And actually that was part of the effects of initially with the first wave of the pandemic. So that kind of slowed that process.
Okay.
So then we kind of put a pin in that, and then, you know, I started working on Made, and then, you know, Made came out, and then we just decided to shift the focus on Made.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's, as you've mentioned, Made. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as of September this 2020, Rina came with another. She's been working hard, trust me, and you know, courtesy of Benny, they've come up with this track here. There's someone else involved in this track as well, isn't there?
Yes, we have had another songwriter named Shawnee Crudup.
Shawnee, there we go. Okay.
Shawnee is, yes, she's the other co-writer. So it's myself, Shawnee, and Benny Pierce who co-wrote that song. And we actually wrote it over a weekend.
Over a weekend?
Over a weekend, yeah.
Yo, you're
that
good.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wow. If I do say so.
The energy was just right, so
yeah. No, when the energy's right, it's right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get you. So give us a little bit of the story, the background behind Made. You guys came together. You know, who initially said, you know what, this will go with this, and then how did that come about? Give us a story.
So Made actually goes along with Worthy, because for me, I just wanted to have kind of related themes that, number one, people can relate to what I'm saying. So of course you have to feel worthy, and you have to respect yourself to be in a position to own who you are, own authenticity. So Made was just the natural follow-up to that. So, and I wanted something that, you know, you could feel good and make you want to dance and, you know, make you smile. So that is the energy that I wanted for Made. So I hope listeners can feel that.
Do me a favor. I ain't gonna say no more. Introduce the track. You got the platform is yours right now. Do what you gotta do, girl.
All right, this is for everyone. You know, I encourage you to check out my latest single, Made. It is all about owning your own brand of authenticity, being who you are, and celebrating, you know, who you are made to be. So please check it out.
This is Rina Chanel. Check out my track, Made, played by DJ Jarzino on iLive Radio UK.
When you look at me, tell me what you see.
Automatically judge me. What do you think about me? Ooh.
I'm more than my hair or the clothes I wear.
So Rina, what you say?
You be you and I'll be me.
Queens of the world, throw your hands up. Every woman, every girl.
Ooh, yeah.
Queens of the world, throw your hands up. Queens of the world, every woman, every girl.
Say all that I can be. I was made for me. Simply made for me. amazing, just amazing. I am wonderfully made.
Queens of the world, throw your hands up. Queens of the world, every woman, every girl.
Don't you know you're on your
Queens of the world, throw your hands up. Queens of the world, every woman, every girl.
Because you are a queen. Simply made for me. Made for me. You want what I'm showing me. I was made. I can't be no one else. I was made for me. It all comes naturally. You can say what you want to say and try to judge me in every way. I define my own beauty authentically. I was made. Simply made for me. I can be one, do one, I'm in control of me.
Peace and blessings. This is Rina Chanel. Make sure you keep it locked to the UK's #1 iLive UK. And don't forget to spread the word and share the link. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that, Made. Now, if that is not a track that you want in your selection, you don't need a selection. This needs to be in your selection. So like I say, open up another tab, go and cop this right now. In a matter of fact, you should have done it already. Yeah? Okay, Rina Chanel is here chopping up with me, Jarzino, right here on iLive UK. We're having a blast. Do me a favor, spread the word and share the link right now. If you haven't done it, do it now. Share it with people, okay? We need to get this particular independent artist out there to the entire world. So, Rina, how you feeling so far?
I feel good. I'm enjoying myself.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Okay, so I am a person that can only speak one language, and that's English. That is it. I wasn't one of those that was like, even though we had the options and we done German and we done French, and in actual fact, my mother will probably be cussing me right now because my mother is St. Lucian. So I should be able to speak the patois, the broken French, or French itself. But it weren't for me. So the point I'm making, and guys, you know where I'm going. If you know Rina, this lady can sing in various languages. Go through them for us. What languages? Come on.
Yes, I can sing in French, Italian, German, and Czech. And
what, sorry?
And of course, we know English, but yeah.
Well, you know, it's 5. English counts.
English
5
counts, yes.
languages. Do you speak those languages as well as singing them? I mean, that's a stupid question, but it might not be.
Well, the only language I could actually at least have a conversational fluency would be French. So I was always taking French in, middle school and high school, and even a little in college. So that's a language that I always wanted to learn how to speak. All right.
I'm just hearing in my ear that someone doesn't believe you. Can we get a few lyrics in French? What? Sorry? Yeah, a few lyrics in French, please. Come on, Rina.
It was opera, though. It was opera. I was singing opera at the time.
It all counts.
Okay, let me think. Let's see. Let's do. Okay. Just
I told you we do things different here at iLive UK.
I see. Okay, it's gonna be a little rusty, but I'll do a little bit of something. Okay. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay. J'aime tes yeux, j'aime ton front. Oh, ma belle, oh, ma farouche. J'aime tes yeux, j'aime ta bouche. Oh, mes baisers, c'est plus salaud.
Yeah. Now you are going to open up another tab and get this material. This is the quality that we're dealing with. Independent artists. We're not talking about mainstream. She will be mainstream. Independent artist Rina Chanel giving it up to you. Come on, people. Thank you. No, thank you very much. I know that's off the cuff and I put you on the spot right there. But we appreciate that. It's
fun. It was a little rusty, but it was fun.
No, that didn't sound rusty to me at all. Look, if I had to sing right now, everybody will lose all our listeners, yeah? So we won't go there. We'll leave it to the professionals. Okay. So you do jazz, swing, R&B, soul, and obviously opera. How many years you've been singing opera?
Probably 13 years.
Okay, all right. Wow.
At least 13 years, but yeah. I have been studying and training from all the way from kind of middle school and just being in, classical choirs and going to, always being the one handed the classical solos. That was, it's funny, I didn't really understand that. That was just something that kind of came natural to me.
Okay.
And then I actually was studying it and actually taking and learning music theory and taking voice lessons and reading music and all of that.
Okay. Do you play any instruments by any chance?
I play a little bit of keyboard.
Okay, cool.
I do use it as my instrument to, like if I'm pulling together melodies and there's some ideas that I have, I'll go to my keyboard and play some chords around that. Okay.
I used to play the drums. I play it very badly now. I know there's some people out there laughing because they've seen me. There's a video that's on the internet with me playing it really badly. But no, I used to in high school. I used to be, the drum guy. Yeah. So
very cool.
Yeah, and then I progressed to like DJing. I don't know, mixing tracks and then editing and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, great stuff. It's good to hear that you are able to play, as well as being a vocalist, a singer-songwriter, that you can play instruments. I think it's very important for any person in the industry to have, like a collateral, if that's the right thing to say, of different things that they can do, not just one. So great. So any producing on the way? You're going to be doing some producing yourself? Learning how to do that?
There is a song that I will probably co-produce in the future. So yes, that is in the works. So I just want to kind of learn as much as I can about all facets of, what I do and what other people do around me, so I can really have the proper appreciation for what they do and just understand when the process is right and when it's not.
100%. So you said that you've got the video that's finalized. It's not quite released yet for Made.
Not yet.
Right. So what can we look forward to? Not to give nothing away, but what can we look forward to? Is it going to be like a movie style, or just like your standard video? Not standard, but you know what I mean. Not to give too much away.
It'll show some versatility, because again, Worthy was, from the song and just kind of the cover art for that was one kind of vibe, and then now more of a fun, upbeat, so a lot more energy and, and just kind of a positive feel-good anthem. So you'll see that energy from me.
Okay.
So,
look forward to it. We look forward to it. We definitely look forward to it. Yeah, man. Great. I want to just spin it all around, okay? Like I said, we do things a little bit different here at iLive UK, and Jarzino just does it right off the cuff. So I want to throw this at you right now. You know a lot of people in your circles, and you seem to me like a very happy-go-lucky, friendly person. The people that you've got around you is loving and all this. However, what is your pet hate that someone does around you? Things that really get on your nerves that you don't like to see people do?
Well, just in general, I mean, I just try to be, it might sound as a, cheesy idea, but I try to just treat people with respect. I just try to treat everybody that I encounter with respect and with kindness, because again, you never know what that person is going through. Okay. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So I just try to not just immediately judge people, because, sometimes people do that and, and then they don't know what they're saying. They could be spreading misinformation. So, I try to keep my circle small and not get tangled up in the drama of the he said, she said, and all that.
Good answer. You should consider working in a court of law or something like that, because you evaded, it in a certain way. You didn't come direct. But no, I like that, because, I would say I'm the type of person that I don't let things get on top of me. I may get anxious, but I cannot judge a person. I don't know. I haven't. My feet are not in their shoes, so I don't know where they're coming from or what they've experienced directly. So even though someone may come at me a certain way, whether it be angrily, verbally, or sending mixed messages, I don't confront it. Almost to the point of where two people are arguing. Who's listening? So I tend not to argue. I'm not an argumentative person. Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from when you put it like that. 100%. All good.
Try to. I mean, I would be the type of person to try to diffuse a situation.
Okay.
So,
what month are you born?
November.
You're November born. Can you divulge the date?
The 6th.
The 6th. So you're Scorpion.
Yes.
All right. Put your hand to the screen. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. There we go.
Are you Scorpio?
1st of November.
Oh, wow.
1st of November. Yeah.
Very cool.
All cool. So yeah, people, this is what Scorpios are like. Yeah, we're happy-go-lucky. We diffuse situations. We don't like confrontation or anything like that. Yeah, we are one of the best people that you can ever have around you. We have your back eternally. But you get on the wrong side of us, that sting comes out, and you wish you never met us. Did I encapsulate the Scorpion in the right way? People are hating on Scorpions right now.
That is included in the Scorpion.
People are hating on Scorpions right now. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Rina Chanel. Listen, girl, it's been fabulous chatting to you. A blast. Hope you've enjoyed.
Awesome.
Hope you've enjoyed.
I have definitely enjoyed myself. This has been fun.
Let's go through some of your handles again, just in case people missed it out. We're gonna put it up on the screen, but let the people know again where they can contact you, where they can find your music.
Sure. So my social media handles are for Facebook and Instagram at Rina Chanel Music, and that's at RINACHANEL Music, and that's both for Facebook and Instagram. And then I'm also on Twitter at the Rina Chanel. And then my music is everywhere. So wherever digital music can be purchased, you will find Made and you will find Worthy.
Go cop it, people. Support your independent artists. Rina Chanel, okay? Like I keep saying, we change the way you listen to music around here at iLive. And Rina Chanel, again, it's been a blessing. It's been an honor. Is there anyone that you want to like give a high five, a big up to? And you know, first of all, let's send a big shout out, guys, to Taxman. Thank you very much,
yes,
Tax.
Shout out to Taxman. Thank you for the introduction.
Yo.
Definitely shout out to my producer, Benny Pierce.
Whoop.
So Philly Bot Productions. So major shout out to you, and you know, for taking this journey with me. I appreciate it. And shout out to the listeners. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me and to be here with us. And I hope you enjoy, and please support independent artists.
There we go. You heard it from the one and only Rina Chanel right here on iLive UK. Keep it locked for where you got it. Lots more to come. Spread the word. Share that link. Rina, thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure, and do not leave it long. Hopefully when they open up those airways properly, you can come to the UK and sit and vibe with us right here in the studios, okay?
I would love that.
All right. Keep supporting, guys. Keep supporting. Rina Chanel. We out. Peace.
This is Rina Chanel, and you are tuned in to iLive Radio UK, changing the way you listen to radio.